Decoded with Juice
It's cold outside, but this episode is going to be the hottest one ever. Welcome to another episode of Conspiracy Decoded. My name is Juice Jennings, a.k.a. the Jack Frost of professional wrestling. It's cold outside. The government has cranked up their weather machines, their manufactured weather. They've sent a big cold snap our way. Sub-zero temperatures are sweeping the nation. And we know exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to shut down the revolution. They're trying to make it so cold that everybody stays in their house and doesn't come to Props Brewery tonight in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, to watch the Juice Man go 2 out of 3 falls with that piece of crap Cachi. But it's not going to work. Even though it's cold here on the Gulf Coast, my loyal supporters will still come out in droves. We're going to pack that brewery. And we're going to show them what's going on. We're going to show them what happens when you cross Juice Jennings and his Counter-Strike revolution. But I'm going to get to that in a little bit. First, I want to talk about a little bit of history. In the last couple of episodes, the last couple shows of Combat Sport Pro, talking about how we got to this point. I've danced around it a lot, but I'm going to actually talk in depth about it this time. So let's go back to November. Conspiracy Sports Pro. The junior heavyweight tournament. In my first match of the night, I took on who I thought his name was DJ Kid. Turns out they lied to me because they didn't want me to be able to Google this guy and figure out what he's all about and make a proper game plan. DJ Ciprian was this guy's name. Didn't know much about him, but I stepped in the ring with him. First thing that happens, he punches me right in the mouth. Knocks my tooth loose. And it's very clear that that was his job. He wasn't in there to win. He wasn't in there to go to the next round or try to win this championship. He was paid off by the tyrannical overlords to take me out. But it didn't work because the Juice Man put him down hard. Then I rolled on to the finals, where I went one-on-one with that guy that I can't even stand. I hate him so much, I'm not even going to say his name. Cachi! And before the match even started, they dropped another bomb saying that now this match is going to be falls count anywhere. That was not discussed with me. I didn't agree to that. Again, they're trying to switch things up and throw me off my game. But we fought all over the building. We fought on top of the bar. We fought through the crowd. We fought around the brew tanks. It was bonkers. What can I say? And in the end, it would appear that the tyrannical overlords and all their plans, all their attempts to throw me off, it looks like they, like on this night anyway, it was successful because it was a fraudulent 3 count. My shoulder was absolutely up, and I had video evidence, I had photographic evidence, but then my hard drives were wiped clean by probably Cachi and his people, because they can do that kind of stuff. So looking forward to the next event. We were off for the holidays, came back in January. Triple threat match at Conspiracy Sport Pro. Myself taking on Cachi and Braxton Hunter. And what do you know? When there were no shenanigans, when there was no malarkey getting thrown around, who ends up winning? Yours truly. And not only that, I win by pinning Cachi's shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3. So then I call for some kind of brass from Conspiracy Sport Pro. I said, get out here. I want to talk to you about something. And out comes George Broom, the so-called GM of Conspiracy Sport Pro. And I said, listen, George, I just pinned the junior heavyweight champ. Now you're going to give me what's mine, and you're going to give me a title shot next month. And he tried to spew some crap about me not weighing 205 pounds. And I told him that weight and numbers and scales, those are just tools of the conspiracy. Because what really matters is how I feel inside. And I told him that I identify at 205 pounds. And if he wanted to avoid the lawsuit of the century, he was going to do the right thing and make the match. And I was ready. I had my phone ready to go. I was going to dial up the senior partners at Wolfram & Hart and let them know that we're about to make millions of dollars. So he did the right thing, and he made that match. Which leads us to today, because later tonight, February 20th, it's going down at Props Brewery. Juice Jennings and El Cachi. And we sweetened the deal. We upped the ante like I talked about in the last episode. It's 2 out of 3 falls, baby. And this time, the right man is going to win. This time, the proper leader of the junior heavyweight division will come out on top. And you can bank on that because the Juice Man, the greatest junior heavyweight, the greatest cruiserweight on flat earth, is winning the gold, daddy. I'm very happy to announce that I will have another live segment at Conspiracy Sport Pro. It'll be the newly crowned Juice Jennings Conspiracy Corner. I'm done doing live Conspiracy Decoded. If you want the Conspiracy Decoded, you got to subscribe. You got to find me on YouTube or whatever platform I'm posted on. I'm not giving it away for free anymore. No more live editions of Conspiracy Decoded. It's Juice Jennings in the Conspiracy Corner, and I've got a blockbuster announcement to make. The very first guests on the Conspiracy Corner, none other than living legends in pro wrestling, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the Rock and Roll Express. That's right, Ricky and Robert will be live in the Conspiracy Corner with the Juice Man, and I'm going to ask the hard questions. I'm going to dive into the whole fact that rock and roll was created by the CIA as a way to mind control young people. I'm going to see if they know what's going on about that, if they're involved in that. I'm going to see if they're part of the tyrannical overlords and their agenda to take out the Juice Man. I'm going to ask the hard-hitting questions. No softballs from Juice Jennings. And I'm also going to ask, this is my run-in with Robert Gibson I was telling you about at the last episode. I'm going to ask him why he took my flag away from ringside when I tried to smack El Cachi over the head with it. I had used a chair instead, but I still got the job done because that's what I do. So if that wasn't enough to make you want to buy a ticket for tonight, you're not only going to see me going 2 out of 3 falls with El Cachi for the junior heavyweight title, you're also going to see Juice Jennings asking the hard-hitting questions to the Rock and Roll Express at Juice Jennings in the Conspiracy Corner. Finally, we're going to wrap this episode up with one of my favorite segments, and that's where we decode the evil imagery and the sinister symbolism within the posters for these events. So we're going to pull up the first draft that they released for this event, and this one's easy. The conspiracy is that I'm not on it. You really got to talk about anything else? So I went to social media and I let all my supporters know that we got to bombard these people with criticism and let them know. Shame them until they do the right thing, until they redraft this poster and put the Juice Man front and center. And lo and behold, they caved to our demands. And they released this brand new poster. And I'm looking at this one, and you know what? I don't see any conspiracies hidden in here at all. It looks exactly as it should be. I'm right up front. I'm right where I belong. And the only thing that's missing is that junior heavyweight championship. But I'm going to fix that tonight. And when the next episode of Conspiracy Decoded comes around, the Juice Man will be talking to you as the new junior heavyweight champion of Flat Earth. I hope you get there tonight. I hope you're there for the festivities. Come and drink some delicious beers and watch the Juice Man do what he does better than anyone on Flat Earth. Until then, I'm Juice Jennings. This is Conspiracy Decoded. And don't forget, everybody, especially the Rock and Roll Express and El Cachi, it's not a coincidence. It's a conspiracy, Daddy!